Funny enough, I have a weird military abroad story I still can't explain. It's the reason I believe firmly in spirits now. Be me, senior in high school. Military brat, family is stationed in Misawa, Japan. Misawa is very remote, and famously haunted. Countless stories about ghosts and spirits from war. And countless Japanese superstitions over the centuries. It's late November, getting cold. It's a Saturday. I live off base, so friends come to my house to hang out. I'll call them Clay, John, Emily, and Sam. We want to see some cool haikyo, a term for abandoned places. Some quick backstory. Military culture is weird. Clay and John are basically from redneck families. Sam is from a big Catholic East Coast Boston family. Emily is half Japanese. So you get redneck patriot kids. With local international students. Funny mix, anyway. Someone at our military school saw a ghost earlier that month. So we are all jealous and think it's a joke. But ghost sightings are super common in Misawa. I was a know-it-all atheist then, but still believed that Japan was haunted somehow. We decide to explore some rural countryside. Tons of abandoned farmhouses, buildings, all around. We're too young to drive in Japan. So we grab our bikes, backpacks. We stock up at a rural Lawson, 7-Eleven's type convenience store. Buy snacks, liquor, and candy. Pack some cigarettes and flashlights. Friend knows of an abandoned Shinto shrine. We head there as the sun starts setting. Nobody is there. We assume it's abandoned, but we were fools. Looks very similar to pick attached. Shrines are not abandoned, they are empty for a reason. We slide the shrine door open. It smells like aged wood, but it's perfectly clean inside. The floors creak, but there is no dust. We hear a cat crying somewhere in the woods around the shrine. Everyone was startled, then laughed it off. We close the door and huddle in, it's super small. Our 5 bodies help keep it warm as it gets dark. We're all sort of sexually exploring at this time. We've almost all hooked up with each other. Everyone is at least bi. We sit inside and drink, hoping for something interesting to happen. John is trying to feel Emily up, Emily has a lesbian crush on Sam. We're being dumb horny teens and getting drunk. Start taking turns telling horror stories with the flashlight. Nobody is scared, so we play truth or dare. Gay and lesbian shit goes down. We're being dumb. Friend jokes that a spirit should be there guarding the small shrine. Sudden howling wind. The panels on the shrine rattle super loudly. We keep drinking a while. Eventually people need to pee. We open the shrine door. Holy shit, it's been snowing, maybe 2 inches of fresh snow on the ground. Moonlight against fresh snow makes it feel very bright. Especially after leaving the dark shrine. Shrine is nestled in the woods, so plenty of places to pee. Girls take the flashlight and go pee together. John lights a cigarette and whips it out and just starts pissing right next to me. He has a huge dick and likes to show it off. Clay stays behind in the shrine. I go around to a secluded space to pee. Everyone finishes up. I see the girls coming back because of their flashlight. They're giggling and being very physical. We regroup, shivering. We all head back into the shrine. Smell cigarette smoke. Clay is fucking smoking inside the shrine. Emily gets really angry all of a sudden. She starts going off.
You could start a fire, and the shrine attendant will smell the smoke.
My bad.
And he opens the door and walks out with his cigarette. He lazily slides it shut, but slams it so it bounces open a bit. Smell lingers, Emily is still upset. Everyone wants a cigarette now, so we all go back out. We don't see Clay. We shout for Clay and he responds from the nearby gravesite. It's probably 30 yards away. We walk over. We all smoke at the shrine's attached graveyard. Sitting on the family tombstones. Emily is calm now, we take turns swigging liquor. We finish our cigarettes and stamp them out. We throw the butts into the woods. We walk back over to the shrine. We're barely paying attention. Get 15 feet from shrine. All of a sudden we hear a blood-curdling snarl. We all scream and jump. A cat is sitting at the top of the steps to the shrine. The door to the shrine is closed. WTF, we did not close that. All of a sudden we are all alert as hell. Goosebumps. Cat is staring straight at us. We are sitting there frozen. Nobody moves for 30 seconds or so. Clay is first to move, he approaches the cat. This fucking cat makes the loudest snarl/screech I've ever heard. Clay stops, he turns back at us. He looks terrified. We all glance at each other. We're all like, WTF is happening? The cat is like a statue, not blinking or moving. Clay slowly backs away. We all slowly walk away from the shrine back to our bikes. In total silence. Every time we look back the cat is menacingly staring at us. Emily is like hyperventilating. We get to our bikes and we slowly bike down the road to a main street. We're drunk, it just snowed, so we are going very slow. When we reach the first stop sign we all stop. Light up cigarettes. WTF was that, I blurt out. Emily says.
It was some sort of kami.
Kami is like a spirit. John and Sam burst out laughing.
It was just a cold cat, you guys are babies. It was probably just hungry.
But Clay is still pale-faced. He suddenly says.
I got the closest to it.
So what? We saw the same cat.
Clay whispers then shrugs and says.
Didn't see no tracks.
Clay is from a country family. They hunt, track deer, good old USA shit. I realize what he meant immediately. Emily says.
Didn't see what?
Clay suddenly blurts out in a loud twangy southern accent.
There weren't no fucking paw prints. It didn't go through the snow.
What the fuck are you saying?
Clay shakes his head and says.
That cat must have been in the shrine with us.
Now we're all fucking goosebumped again. I say. We left the door open too, to air out the smoke. Emily is panic breathing again. We all bike home but keep texting about it. Next day Emily calls us all. She's been crying. Says she spoke to her Japanese great-grandma. She starts saying some really weird Japanese rituals we need to do. Apparently we pissed off a spirit at the shrine. Not by drinking or smoking, but by fighting. Apparently fighting in a sacred space is unforgivable. The spirit probably enjoyed watching us just be drunk idiots. Emily's grandma said it kept the snacks and alcohol we left inside as an offering because we did not provide one. She also said spirits are playful. But it either felt disrespected or left out. And if we don't do something it will toy with us. And our arguments weren't acceptable in its home. So it kicked us out. She said we needed to go back. Emily was crying because she didn't want to. But her grandmother said it would be worse if 4 people went instead of 5. Apparently 4 is super unlucky and it means death. She said we had to go make an offering of snacks and drinks and cigarettes. We all go back the next day. Snow has melted and it's partly sunny. We leave various snacks, candy, and some lucky strikes. It's very calm, serene. Don't stay long. Just a delivery. We bike back down to the main road. Feeling relief. We all go home. See each other at school on Monday. We talk about it all week. Get bored of it? Feel like things are normal again. A week goes by. Stop feeling scared about it. We start agreeing we freaked ourselves out. It must have just been a cat. But that next weekend we all got gifts. John found a dead bird in his driveway. Emily found a litter of dead baby mice. I found a dead mouse on my back porch. Sam found a dead rat in the gutter of her house's drain pipes. Clay's mom found an empty pack of Lucky Strikes in their backyard. Clay got grounded for smoking. Emily said her grandma called these homage gifts. The spirit or whatever the fuck it was repaying us. Emily said it meant we are forgiven. But her grandma said we should have brought cat food. Sorry if that's not entirely scary, but it's the closest thing I have to a ghost story. And legit just Google Misawa and ghosts, that is the most haunted place I've ever been.